I'm gonna let Beyond ATC kind of do its thing here. Okay, we'll let off that speed brake. So we'll figure it out. Hopefully they descend us down now a little further. Alright, I'm not seeing anything yet, and I see another, obviously you can see it too, another top of descent here. American 427 ready for descent.
Aircraft calling. I didn't get that.
Okay. So quickly what we're going to do is dial in, dang it, approaches 1208, 1208. Okay, cool. American 1427 with you, descending 3,000 feet.
American 1427.
Okay, so I had to manually do that. Let's get some speed brake. We have information, Mike. American 1427. Ooh, it's gonna be close.
1427 Argyle approach. QNH 1013. Expect radar vectors for RNAV runway 04.
QNH 1013. Expect vectors for R-NAV 04. American 1427. All right. I just want to make sure we're gonna hit.
1427. Turn right. Heading 170. Vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 189 miles.
170. And okay. Right heading 170. Vectors for the approach. American 1427. All right, so they're gonna vector us. I'm cool with it. The only thing on the tutorial video I was watching though was that basically you could not actually, let's get down to 3,000 feet a little bit quicker. You can't select like Kesby. I would not be able to select that direct. I don't think. But we're learning together. Alright, I'm just trying to lose altitude.
American 1427, turn right, heading 200.
Turn right, heading 200, American 1427. Okay, so this could actually be allowing us a little more time. While we're here, I'm going to go flaps 1. That's going to slow that descent down a little, but it'll also slow us down because we're not going to have a whole lot of time once they spin us back. Our final course was looking like 036, 3,000 to 2,000. Close to 3. Ice not detected. I'm not taking you off yet. Alright, here comes 3,000 feet. So now it's more of a vector game here. Trust in the ATC. Trust. Okay, now, so maybe if I would have done that the first time at St. Martin, and just quickly looked at their basically approach, I could have just tuned it in and got on the approach. That's what I decided to do because it wasn't looking too good, and I knew I had to descend pretty quickly. Whoa, see that mountain move? Me too. Alright, so now we're just hoping that they'll actually turn us back around and we don't fly at 3,000 feet with flaps 1 for till we run out of fuel, which, I mean, we could be here a long time.
American 1427.
There we go.
Turn left, heading 140.
Left heading 140, American 1427. See if that worked.
American 1427.
Yeah,
I didn't get that.
I accidentally let go of the button mid-talk. Turn left 140, American 1427.
American 1427.
What?
Did not copy.
Request heading next fix, American 1427.
American 1427.
Uh-oh.
Did not copy.
Should be turning right now.
American 1427. 9 miles from Goudas. Turn left, heading 075. Maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared RNAV runway 04.
Okay, so I didn't have to say anything. Left heading 075, maintain 3,000, cleared, R-NAV 04 approach, American 1427. Okay, so I want to go, I think I want to try this direct Goudas. I'm thinking that's what I want to do. And then Kesby will be next, so we have, constraints are still on. I'm going to go select 2000, manage, we shouldn't move anywhere, and then before Kesby, we're going to hit the approach button. But we are going to start slowing down right now, flaps 2. Ooh, I'm just hoping everything works out. Okay, all lights are on, seatbelt signs. De-ice, or ice, we could probably take that off. What else do we want to do? We want to arm our ground spoilers, and probably, we have a long runway, we'll go brake low. And we're going to leave our flaps, and actually no, I think we want to be established before Kesby. So I'm going to go flaps 3. It's going to use more engine, but that's okay. I'm trying to kind of determine where I think the runway is going to be at. Like, I guess it's on the backside there. Alright, so everything... Okay, here's Goudas. And then from Goudas, we'll go to Kesby. And then from Kesby, we are going to... Basically, Kesby is where we start our 3-degree glide slope. So, I'm going to pull full... should I do it yet? We're 11 miles out from the runway. That's never too... Oh, wait. There's another island over there. Okay, it's not this island. Good. Because I was like, there's no way we're making it. Alright, so I could go gear down. Wait for it to start descending to Kesby. I'm living on the edge. Alright, there's our little turn. It should be straight in now. Minimums are going to be 1,020. Alright, so here we're going to go, we are within 10 miles. We're going to go gear down. You're not allowed to hit your electronic device on this airplane, but I can.
American 1427, contact Argyle Tower
Full flaps.
118.8.
118.8 for 1427, see ya. Okay, so we have to push approach by Kesby. American 1427 is on final for runway 04.
American 1427, Argyle Tower, wind 025 at 5, runway 04 cleared to land.
Okay. 04 cleared to land, American 1427, thanks.
You're welcome.
They're so nice over here. To the Miami and they're like, yeah. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly when I want to do this, but we're just gonna... We're gonna click it. Final approach. Okay, cool. That's green. Let's see if I did something right. Okay, the bar went away. That's always a good sign. Did I do it? Are we gonna go through 2000? I think we are. It's in blue. Alright, I think I finally managed to not mucker that one all up by playing around too much up here. So that's caught. Looking good. If I pull this off, I'm a jet bomber pilot. Oh, it's raining too. I can just see the very flickery splashes of rain. So that changes things. Runway is a little wet. We're gonna go medium brake. And so far the R-NAV is doing what I think it should be doing. It's keeping the bars like where I would try to hand fly it normally, because I didn't know how to do this. And it's already, so rigid is, let's just come down here to make it easier, direct to rigid. So rigid will be right front, and we'll be going around again if we need to make a quick one. Okay. 100 above minimums, gears down, all lights are on, full flaps up, armed, and I think we are ready to try this thing. Continuing, check. Alright, the wind is not in our favor. It's a right to left crosswind at about 10. It's going to be a little bumpy. And at 500, I'm taking over. This is the plane, not me. No, we're going to take over. Oh, okay.
500.
Check. Okay, we need to slow that descent down though. Where'd my right crosswind go? Oh boy. Oh boy. It's a long runway, right? It's a really long runway.
100.
It's not that long. Just hoping for the
50,
best.
40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
We're on the ground. I'm gonna have to backtrack. That's okay. I don't even need reversers. Okay, I did it. First R-NAV approach. Heck yeah.
American
Just on the auto brake.
1427, exit left at Charlie.
Yeah, well that's not gonna happen, I'm sorry. Left at Charlie, 1427. Okay, everything looks good. So we need to backtrack now. And I'm not going to try to whip that the 360, the 180 here. I'm sure they got a spot at the end of the runway. Nice. I'm so happy about that. Alright, so we have ILS down. We know how to do ILS. And now we can do R-NAV. The next, whoa, I still need to do something about the sensitivity. These toe brakes are like either on or off. Yeah, it's just the tiniest toe brake right there. Okay, let's turn right on around. I don't know if in a real life scenario, if you would leave landing lights and strobes on if you're backtracking. I would imagine, just so other aircraft could see you on the runway. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then, Jesus, braking. I might show you that at the very end. Alright, we did land into the wind, so that was good. At least the flag shows it, and that crosswind definitely kind of showed it. Alright, now taxi speed all the way back down. And like I said, I don't know if you normally would leave the lights on. I'm going to leave landing and strobe on until I get off the runway. And instead of going left at Charlie, we're going to be obviously making a right at Charlie now. So if we go back to our chart, make sure I don't overspeed us. So if we go to our chart here, we're going to be taking a right at Charlie. So I'm going to kind of get off center on the left so I can swing that. If I wouldn't have landed as far down the runway, we probably could have made it in there with ease, but that was a smooth landing. I just kind of a little too high in altitude. If I would have left the R-NAV going for a few more seconds, I'm sure I would have been just fine, but okay, I see Charlie. Flaps are up, spoilers are up and disarmed, auto brakes off. We still have all lights on, which that will change in 1 second. So we'll wait till we actually turn off. So a hard spin here. The toe brake that was too sensitive now doesn't want to pull me way over there. Alright, landing lights can come off now. And I'll wait till I completely clear that. The strobes can come off. And now let's see if they got a little gate for
American
us.
1427, contact ground 121.9er. Have a good afternoon.
1219 Air 1427, see ya. American 1427, request taxi to the gate.
American 1427, welcome to Argyle Airport. Safe parking or advise if need assignment.
Any gate for American 1427. They might not have one.
American 1427,
Okay.
gate 19er taxi via Charlie.
Gate 19 via Charlie, American 1427. I don't know why I'm pulling this up on my other thing. Alright, so the terminal's right in front of me, and on Navigraph I can't really get a better chart. I kind of looked. So, let's reference stocks. Ground charts. No. Standard, and what is this? No, so none of that's going to help us. So we're going to just follow this in, and it's kind of in my way. Yeah, they look like they're expecting us. I just don't know which way I'm supposed to approach. Is this the right way to approach? I guess. I see the guy back there. I see you with your little wands there. Yep, I'm turning. And sorry for blinding you. Jesus. Okay. I'm gonna make the brakes to where they can't actually go full, I think. It's probably a terrible idea. Okay, parking brake is on. Alright, parking brake is on. These lights are off. So obviously disarmed. That's off. Full flaps. Everything's looking good. So go ahead and lock up track hire real quick. We'll put it over. So that was just a 2.5 hour flight. Oh, cool. And we get a driver update, which I'm not going to be downloading, but let's go ahead and pull the engines. Hopefully I did everything. And we will see how good / bad the landing was. And yeah, I know I didn't turn on the APU or any of that. I'm really just looking for post-flight so we can go boom, 100%. And landing details. Put this to the side. Beyond ATC worked out pretty well. Minus 217 feet per minute with 1.06 on the landing G-force. Wind was 12 out of 030. So we landed right here, which honestly that's the last stop bars that you could hit. So that it wasn't necessarily halfway of the runway. So we're getting better. We didn't land down here. So I came in a little high. I knew I wasn't going to try to force it down and land back here, but made it. Came around, backtrack, and into the gate. So one thing I can say is that, submit that before I forget. One thing I can say is, what's going on? Beyond ATC did not auto-tune me to that approach or tell me what frequency to change to or anything like that. The same thing happened in St. Martin, Princess Juliana Airport, and I guess the only way to really rectify that would be by just looking at the chart, looking at where'd you go? Looking at your chart. Like I have my old phone as well. Like I have the MCDU over here. Over there I have a phone that I use for Navigraph, so I don't really need to use this, but right here you have ATIS, you have your approach and your tower, ground. You have basically everything you need at this airport. So I kind of was like, well, I think I was on Oceanic. Let's see who had me last. Maybe not. Argyle Approach. Okay, vectors. As before that, it's right here. Blow that up. I just want to see. Okay, so we were with Oceanic. This is when I was in cruise. Then flight present heading descend 08. I guess Oceanic gave that to me. Yeah, because it wasn't like a contact Miami Oceanic. See ya. So that was my FO switching to Miami Oceanic. Then they told us to fly present heading, descend at 080, and what runway. And then as we got closer, I was getting worried, and I started trying to ask for a descent. They wouldn't give it to me. Right here is when I manually, even though I have auto tune on, I manually came over to here. I dialed in the approach frequency, which happened to be, go to my chart. Of course, I don't have approach on the parking chart. It's going to be, so I manually dialed in 120.8 over here, hit the button, swapped it over to the active frequency, and bam, I was on approach. I let approach know that I was there, and then all of a sudden you can see Argyle approach, expect vectors, and then after they told me to expect vectors, then turn right heading, and we started getting vectors. Another vector, another vector. I'm not sure exactly what I was trying to do there. I thought they were just going to keep flying me out. Maybe I said next fix or whatever. Anyways, right after I asked for the next fix, they turned us 075, maintain 3000. So believe it or not, I think it worked out. I think it worked out just fine. Whoops. Even though auto tune was on and it did not tune me, I kind of I just wanted to try it because I ran into where I did that one time before and it worked out, and I was thinking maybe if the same thing happens out by St. Martin. So if I pull this back up, I'm not trying to ramble on and on, but so I have to click flight has been submitted. Okay, now I can pull you back up as soon as it stops. Okay, so here we are currently. Right here, I ran into the same problem. I never did manually swap over to the frequency. It never really entered my mind. I was thinking Beyond ATC would do everything for me and it would work out. Had I probably swapped over to approach, we probably could have got a nice landing here without just going, all right, Beyond ATC, see you later. So that's something to maybe keep in mind if you are having a little issue and you're not getting handed over to anybody for approach or something. Maybe just a quick little peek, just a quick peek at your chart, whether it's on here, on your phone, however you're doing it, even sky vector, anything where you could get any kind of chart with the approach frequency. If you dial that in, you might just be able to talk to them, and we did. So instead of following this exact procedure, they kind of took us out, kind of like out here, and then back around, and it worked out. So that is all I can say is I am happy it worked out. I hope you all enjoyed it. That was a little troubleshooting at the end, but that's what's fun to me. Beyond ATC, I think it's getting better every time they update. For the most part, failures. Just kidding. But yeah, they're getting better. So, ooh, look at that. Too close. Too low. Try to make this 16:9-ish. But anyways, I thought it was a great flight. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and now you might know what to do if, for whatever reason, Beyond ATC stops talking to you, especially when you're out in the middle of these little islands or something. Maybe you're Cape Verde or you're wherever you're. If something goes wrong and they don't hand you over to approach, just even in the aircraft, go ahead and manually. Let me do that. So when you're in here, come down here, change this to whatever it needs to be. So in that case, it was 1, 2. So if you had to 120.8. So if you're here 120.8, click that. Boom. Now you're on the correct frequency for approach, and hopefully you'll get vectored in like I did. So on that note, guys, I'll see you later. Trash man out.